Hi Aquarius, welcome to Modern Maven Tarot. This message is for any Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but also if you have Aquarius that's in a particular house or planet in your chart that you need clarity on, then this message is also for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick message that came through while I was clearing the cards was related to your emotions and the reminder you need of how important your energy is in the upcoming age. All right, we are in Pluto and Capricorn direct for the last time in our entire lifetimes, and after that Pluto goes back into Aquarius. All right, so we really need to contemplate on what it means to be empowered, to be powerful. I got a strong message related to your emotions and emotional, perhaps maturity, and emotional evolution. Whatever that is for you, it's also a reminder of your dreams, what emotionally fulfills you, okay? There's no limit on your dreams right now. And that's something too, with this Aries full moon, there's a lot of heightened emotions, okay? Because we have so much conflicting energy right now in the collective, which creates conflicting energy within ourselves, doesn't it? Or vice versa, it's the conflicted energy within all of us that then produces this conflicted energy with the collective, okay? You can see both sides of the coin there. But for you, Aquarius, I just really think that the more you can stay grounded emotionally, this could also mean having some alone time, unplugging from the collective, if you will, especially around the time of that Aries full moon. I'm getting a lot of need to purge something, all right? And I think it might be an emotional block that you have. Very interesting. Oh, also too, if this does end up resonating, please do hit that like button, subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot, and thank you to all my subscribers. So this is an interesting thing. So this is the vibe of what we strive for, right? But this is what is the attachment to the past identity, the past chapter, this Pluto and a Capricorn type of energy, right? Like the victim mentality, which is very easy to fall back into. So the whole point, which Pam Greger always says, we want to be co-creators with the universe. And so for you, Aquarius, if it's something emotionally lacking, we're going to do some internal work and finally release something, okay? We're all holding on to something that we need to release. And whatever that attachment is, once you do release it, like there's just this, just this amazing world that opens up for you. So let's get into it, because this is clearly a big attachment right now. And yeah, all right, let's just get into it, because I'm just too curious. I could keep going on and on and on. I'm a Gemini moon rising, so the chattiness can always be there. Yeah, Pluto, dang. So Pluto is here saying, listen, whatever we're attached to with a Mars and Scorpio energy, with this feeling of emotionally left out in the cold, hurt, abandoned, we are recognizing some major important lesson when it comes to our personal power, our collective power, and the new chapter opening up, okay? It's time to be a little rebellious, and not necessarily rebellious in the way that you used to see rebellion. Okay, that's a very interesting message. Wow. Okay, so this full moon is going to be very big for you. Yeah, okay, so it's more tuning into the emotions. So this makes perfect sense now why we were seeing that. Is Aquarius, what this is reading to me is we're very much connected right now to what serves our ego, right? What, like, people seeing us for how creative we are, for how innovative we are, for people giving us that satisfaction of, like the recognition we deserve. But right now, it's about your emotions. It's the satisfaction that this Six of Wands will give you is fleeting compared to the deep down emotional fulfillment that you really crave, okay? So let's clarify these and then we'll get into it. But again, Aries full moon, see what house Aries rules in your chart. See if you have any planets in Aries, because I could really get some fiery energy. It's also a full moon where whatever we need to drop and not take into the next chapter, we're going to drop, or we're being asked to drop. And it's also not only a culmination, but it's a breakthrough. It's that nudge of Aries energy to be fearless, to be bold. But for you, I think, like I said, this is more of an internal work to do, okay? So overall energy this week, the moon, again, at the time I'm recording this, the full moon in Aries hasn't happened yet, But by the time you see this, it might have already happened, or actually it might be on the day of the full moon, which is pretty cool. So this is your subconscious, it's your emotions. I also want to highlight the new moon solar eclipse we had in your fellow air sign of Libra at the beginning of the month, because that was shining a light on our emotional bruises. So think about this. We just had Jupiter and Gemini go retrograde. So that expansion, it feels like it's going retrograde, but really it's just a time to fine tune and pause. The expansion is still there. It's just that now we're reflecting a little bit on that expansion. And if that expansion is in the direction we want to go in, but for the emotional bruises, whatever it is, there's something bubbling to the surface. Okay, this is an example. I think I gave Capricorns. I don't remember, but there's a TikTok I recently saw. The visual was amazing. There was a woman. She had a pitcher, right? An empty pitcher. She was dumping all these ping pong balls. It was, childhood trauma and, the flaws that we see in ourselves, like all this stuff. She was just piling in the gunk, right? Like the shadow energy. And then she says, you accept the challenge to clear your shadow energy. And so she starts dumping this clear water into the pitcher. Well, all that stuff starts rising to the surface, okay? And so when that stuff rises to the surface, the shadow energy is like, oop, no. Like, I don't want this. That's not what I wanted. And so then we stop the healing, okay? But if we continue with it, if we face the yucky stuff, then we realize that the yucky stuff, but it's a process, okay? And so most of us, we tend to stop right when it gets yucky, and because we're afraid, there's the fear that we're bringing that to be our reality, but really we got to cleanse, okay? So for you, this is a time to really tune in to what emotionally fulfills you, all right? Ask yourself this week, write that down in your intentions. If there's anything holding you back from pursuing the things that emotionally fulfill you, it's time to release that as well, all right? This is also a really creative card, a really innovative card. So you might be inspired to write some really creative ideas down. Please do, because you also have in the area of what you need more of and what the universe is gifting you is the high priestess. This is ruled by the moon. So again, the moon energy, your moon sign, see what sign rules your moon, what house your moon is in, because the answers you seek are from within you. We're looking outward. We're looking to, like I said, I'm seeing you post a video and you're checking the numbers and only 12 people like the video, but you're like, but I like the video. So then you start doubting yourself, because it's the influence of others is really easy to make the end all be all of whether or not what you're doing is worth it. Okay. The worth it is how you feel. All right. And the high priestess is here saying, unplug from this collective need of approval, if you will, and plug into the messages you have. Because like I said, we're in the transitional period right now. And so people will be looking to you. And so this is just, you need to be satisfied with the messages you're getting. You got to tune out other people and tune into yourself, because there's some hidden messages that can really unlock a lot of luck financially too. So let's clarify the moon here. Why is the moon here for Aquarius? Look at that. That's amazing. Okay. All right. Why is the high priestess? Okay. Well, this is taking an interesting turn. Why is the Six of Wands here? Okay. Let's get one more clarifier on that. Also too, we have Mars in Cancer. Mars does not like being in Cancer, but we can really utilize that energy when it comes to our emotional fulfillment, okay? Nurturing what needs to be nurtured. Look at this at the bottom, the star. This is you, Aquarius. So if you saw that tower moment and you were like, it's a breakthrough, okay? It's a very big breakthrough, and it's a breakthrough on what is valuable to you, where your expansion, the expansion that matters, okay? So it's this idea of expanding your business, but then all that's going to put in more time into your business, less time into your family. All right, less time into your relationships. So right now, you're really getting a huge nudge of what is it that really is important to me? All right, what is value? Okay, there's different ideas of value. So this to me is like, you have a very existential energy of really tuning into the depths of your subconscious. And this is really exciting. So the moon clarified that by the 10 of Pentacles. If it's what your moon is craving, what your emotional energy is craving is the 10 of Pentacles, okay? It's wealth, it's family, it's having everything, okay? And you can have that. The problem is we tend to put restrictions on ourselves, don't we? And that's something that we are going to overcome. But your moon, your emotions, you're craving this. And so let's say it's something where it's that idea of like traditional. Okay, going back to rebellion, this is very fascinating. So perhaps you are a rebellious energy, right? Where the thought of this, like the kids, the wife or husband, the white picket fence, all that stuff was like, huh, you know what I mean? And you used to laugh at it. But like deep down emotionally, that stability is what you crave. And so it's actually rebellious to get more of that, quote, like traditional type of energy. Okay, so it's like rethinking what rebellion means. High Priestess clarified by the Lovers. This is clearly connected to your relationships. There's a message coming. If you're in a relationship, it could be that we really need to clear something of how we show up in our relationships. If you're looking for a relationship, the answer is within you, and you really want to write down this week, what is it I'm looking for? Like, what emotionally, not the ego, not what's going to satisfy your ego, right? Like having somebody who looks a certain way or has a certain job, but what emotionally fulfills you, somebody who makes you laugh, somebody who makes you cry, you know, all of those things, somebody who spiritually fulfills you, okay? And then the Six of Wands clarified by the Tower and the Fool. This is major breakthrough in how you assert yourself, okay? And you look at the Fool again. You're stepping out into this is a new rebellious energy. Now, Uranus also has the energy of Aquarius, that air energy, okay? And so I really want you to say yes to this, because it's okay to want something different. Like I just feel like this is what's always been your drive, but now you're shifting gears and now it's more on the emotional, and that's okay. All right, it's okay, because the shift happens. It's not you changing, it's you getting deeper down into who you really are. All right, so exciting for you, Aquarius. So let's get an empowering question here, and then we're going to close it out. What empowering question is going to help empower Aquarius this week? All right. Oh, this is perfect. What or who am I beneath all my roles? That's why the High Priestess is here. We sometimes get lost in the fog when we attach ourselves so much to a specific goal, a specific identity, a specific agenda, that this is the question to ask yourself, especially during the full moon, okay? So I hope you're able to watch it during that time. And then also remember, from the full moon to the new moon, that's the time to release, to get ready for that new. So you always have time to shed, okay? So thank you so much, Aquarius. Again, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs to hear this message. And as always, shine your inner light. You've got this.